First off, this is not a political video. This is not to endorse one candidate or the other. But one day left until the polls open if you have not early voted. Who you with? Trump Pence? Biden Harris? It's your call, America. So, if you are one of the, they're saying 2 to 5%, people that are undecided, or if you're a registered Republican or Democrat or independent and you have not voted, one day left and tomorrow's the day. You'll go to the polls. And, my advice is, if you're one of the undecideds, don't, the last place you want to look is Facebook, Instagram, and quite honestly, most of the mainstream media. You need to dig deeper, because all the places that I just mentioned, Facebook, Instagram, the mainstream media, all the mainstream media is, all them places are just so full of propaganda today. But, you are able to look online and get down to the root of the differences in the two candidates that are going to win. Either, Trump or Biden is going to win. So, you can get to the root of where they stand and the truthfulness of where they are at on the internet. I tell Fisher all the time that, we have to be very careful, because there are differences, pro-life, pro-choice. There's differences in the views on energy, global warming, that kind of stuff. And that all goes with the energy deal. But, there's differences there, and there's clear-cut, like I said, there's clear-cut differences that we can look into when it comes to the two candidates that are likely to win this, one of these two that are likely to win this election. One of the main issues in this election that I think that people really ought to look into is, with an open mind, is the race relations of America. I know that, both sides, both Republicans and Democrats, they just point to each other as they're the racist side. In general, I don't think that the majority of Americans are racist. But on that being said, I do believe that we have to be careful on how we view the government, because I don't think that one party is any worse than the other party. I think if you dig deep, that you can find how the government holds certain people back. But I don't even think that it's just one race. I think that it's got to the point that they hold every race back in one way or the other. And that's just the way that the government controls the people. And I'm sure that most who watch our channel realize that you may see me and Fisher, who are white. You may see some African-American friends of ours. My best friend in this world is black. And he's the best man that I've ever met, probably. And, I've coached football, and I'm around white kids, black kids, Hispanic kids, and you'll see them all in our videos. And, what I notice is I don't see the racism like other people may. But what I will say is that I notice things in the government that seem awful strange. And so dig deep, try to keep an open mind, and realize that it could be coming from the federal government in a whole, not just one side. But dig deep, look into it with your heart. And I'm not telling you which way to vote, but vote if your heart leads you one way or the other on this issue. I think now, one of the major issues in this election is definitely COVID. And this is something that I will talk about right here in this video, a little bit lengthy. COVID issues really depend on where you live. I know there's places that are hit very hard and people are dying. And these people, when you live in these places, these folks are really affected. And when they're affected this way, they're heavily opinionated on masks, social distancing, and the importance of the COVID, how the pandemic is handled. And I understand that point of view. But I would also warn people that there's parts of this country, like where I live, that COVID is almost a non-factor. I know one person that's had it. And, even after the initial shutdown, where I am at, even through the summer, we played baseball at the baseball park. It was full. We've played football. The city the swimming pools were open. And COVID was almost an absolute non-issue. Did we have a few deaths? Yes. But it was almost a non-issue. And so when you have two different sides on this issue, you've got the side that has seen it, and then you have the side that doesn't. And obviously the side that doesn't, that I just described, mask, social distancing, it's harder for them to do that when they don't see it. But it is a very important issue in this election to both sides. And again, it's almost like it's 50-50. But what I would say to everybody is this. Again, use common sense. We are Americans. Understand that there are places that are hit hard by it. Understand that those places, they are going to be very, very passionate about masks and social distancing. But on the other hand, there are places that it's just not relevant. It's just not there. And you should also understand that they have a problem understanding about the mask or social distancing. But with that being said, both sides have to find a common ground and understand that, again, we're Americans. There's no need to fight over it. And we should be able to understand each other and move past that. Make our vote for which candidate we think would be the best for it and move on. And that's okay. We're Americans. We have that free choice. And ending this video, this is a video that I would share with Fisher and the words that I share with him all the time. I encourage you to vote. I encourage you to stay off the propaganda sites, Facebook, Instagram, anything like that. Most of your mainstream media. If you have not voted, make sure you dig deep today. You got less than a day. Make sure that you make the smart choice for you. Nobody else. It's your vote. But at the end of the day, after tomorrow, when the polls close, and after every vote is counted, and whether that takes 3 days, 5 days, whatever it is, and there's declared a winner, let's all remember this. This flag, the American flag, represents us all. And this heart represents everyone's heart. Let's love each other. Let's respect each other. Let's be able to say, I voted for Trump. I voted for Biden. This is why. And just go on about our business, because in 2024, this whole process will start over again. And so 4 years is literally just a snap of the fingers in our life. But making enemies is a lifetime decision. So go vote. No violence, no rioting, and let's just be happy that we're Americans. Me and Fisher really appreciate all y'all watching our channel. We hope that you continue to watch our channel. We would ask that you would continually spread our channel and tell everyone about it. We love you. Have an enjoyable election day tomorrow. And whoever your candidate is, me and Fisher hope that's who wins. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. See y'all.